Welcome to the Radical Success Podcast, where we focus on internal transformation to experience external results. I'm your host and coach, Doreen Rainey. Join me each week for insightful messages and powerful interviews to equip you to take bold, courageous, and radical action to live the life you want and deserve.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to our latest episode. I am Doreen Rainey, your radical host and your radical success coach. And today, our episode is all about bare bones. That's right, people. We are going to break things down to the bare bones. Now, before I jump into that info, I want to take a few moments and share with you some very exciting news that we have happening over here at the Radical Success Institute. Now, if you are a part of my community on Facebook, the Radical Success Tribe, if you are on my email list, then you've already gotten the scoop. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group, the Radical Success Tribe, hint, 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 head on over when you get a chance and join in on the fun. I, as you know, if you've been listening to this podcast, had an event about a month ago, the Radical Success Intensive. And oh my goodness, we had a blast just learning, growing, understanding success drivers, looking at our mindset, DNA, dealing with and identifying those barriers that hold us back from moving forward. And it was a very deep, a very intense, and a very rewarding experience for every person that attended. And after that event, I've been getting so many emails and notes around how that information has impacted people and put them into action. And the thing is, they all wanted to know, how do we keep the momentum going? How do we stay accountable? How do we stay connected? And so about a week or so, I tossed out this wild idea that I had. I threw it out in the Facebook group to see what people think. And I also put it out to my list. And the idea was that there would be a place where people could go and they could access incredible coaching and mentoring and training. There was a place where people could go and they could find support and accountability and connections. And if I spearheaded that type of place, would people be interested in being a part of it? And when I threw that out to the community, the resounding response was, yes, absolutely. That sounds like something that I would want to be a part of. And so I'm excited to announce that I have started the Radical Success Inner Circle. Now, this is the place to get monthly coaching, mentoring, training, and support so that you could step up, take action, stay in action, and achieve more. This is a place where you go to be empowered, to be inspired, to be motivated, and to get the tools and the resources you need to create your action plan, execute your action plan, and get some results that you're looking for in your areas of career and relationships and finances. And so if this sounds like something you need, if you're nodding your head, if you're saying, wow, I'd like to learn more about that, then I encourage you to go to my website, DoreenRainey.com, and click on Inner Circle. And what you'll find is that we are offering an incredible, incredible support system for you to set and achieve your goals. As part of the Inner Circle, when you're a member of the Inner Circle, you get monthly mentoring modules. That means each month you're going to get a training and a teaching on things around mindset and success habits, insights on how to manage fear, information on how to achieve more. And each month we're also going to have a live Q&A coaching call This is an opportunity for you to ask questions, for you to get clarity on how what you've been learning or what you've been wanting and what you've been doing can be enhanced and elevated so that you can get where you want to be quicker, faster, sooner. Now, I have to tell you, I love the idea of the monthly training modules. I love the idea of the Q&A calls. But let me tell you what I love most of all. When you become a part of the Radical Success Inner Circle, you get immediate access to my Radical Library. Now, if you've been around the Radical community for a while, you know that I am almost 10 years into this business. And over the 10 years, we've had incredible conferences and workshops and trainings. We've had the Get Radical Women's Conference for 6 years, where I shared the stage with incredible speakers and teachers like Niecy Nash and Juliana Rancic, and just incredible list of people. We just came off of my Radical Success Intensive, where there were 3 days of intense training and teachings around the topics that make the most difference to you getting to where you want to be. And when you become a member of the Inner Circle, you get access to our archives. And right now, there are over 25 hours of keynotes, expert interviews, training sessions. Oh my goodness. That alone will get you so much content that you can apply to your particular situation or circumstance. So if you're ready to do more in your business and your career, if you're ready to have more around your finances and relationships, if you want to access practical, implementable strategies that you can apply to your own life, I encourage you to become a part of the Inner Circle. And here's the great thing. For the next week, when you become a member, you will be considered a founding member. And so as a founding member, you get some extra to go along with those benefits I just talked about. One of those extras is you get a general registration to my next live event, the next Radical Success Intensive. Woo, woo. And then you're also going to get a little swag, a little Radical Success gift bag swag. And so if this sounds like something that you could use, something that you would need to help you get to your next level, the community, the support to interact with people who are success-minded and focused on their next level of success, please check out the Radical Success Inner Circle. Just go to DoreenRainey.com and click on Inner Circle. All right, man. Oh, I'm so excited about that. And now for today's episode, we are talking about bare bones. Now, I just told you that over the years, I've provided an incredible amount of content, teachings, trainings, and coaching to help people maximize this opportunity called life. That's what we want to do. We want to take this opportunity that we have every single day when we open our eyes, and we want to maximize it. We want to play full out. We want to use up every bit of gift and talent that we have to create the impact that will last long beyond us. But here's the thing. Before you maximize, you must minimize. And that's the thing that brings me to bare bones. Before you maximize, you must minimize. And that means that you must break it down to the bare bones. And you know, I am a definition person. So when I say bare bones, what is it that I mean? Well, let me tell you, bare bones is the irreducible minimum. The irreducible minimum. That means it cannot be reduced anymore. Bare bones means the most essential components. Not all the bells and whistles, not all the hoopla, but the most essential components. And then I really love this definition of bare bones, which is the unadorned framework of something. And so when you think about the big vision that you have, the big goals that you have to ask yourself, have you stripped it down to the bare bones? Have you minimized it? Have you reduced it to its essential components so that you can maximize? And I'm not talking about stripping everything away randomly, like for the sake of being a minimalist, right? I don't mean that you have to clean out everything in your house and only be left with, a bed and a pot, right? I'm not talking about that sense of bare bones and minimalism. I'm talking about from a higher purpose perspective. When you think about the goals and the vision that you have when it comes to your family, when it comes to your finances, when you're thinking about your business, when you're thinking about your career, those huge, big dreams that you have. And by the way, if you don't have big dreams, now is the time to start. But those big dreams have to be stripped down to the basic needs of what it takes to make it happen. And when we talk about this bare bones philosophy, we really want to look at, I don't know if you guys remember the psychology theory, Maslow's theory. So Maslow's theory looks at the 3 levels of needs of a human being. And in Maslow's theory, the bare bones is the basic needs. It's that first level of needs that everyone wants to meet. That's food and water and shelter and feeling safe, right? The second level of needs in this theory is the need for relationships and intimacy and connection. And then the third level of this theory has human needs being achieving one's full potential. And so when we talk about these bare bones, my objective is to skip you straight to the top and to let you know that by minimizing, by going to the essential components of your vision and your goal, you're able to achieve your full potential. So what does that look like? It looks like the answer to this question. What if you stripped your life down to the bare bones so that you only gave your time, your energy, your resources to the most essential components necessary to achieve your full potential? What would change in your life? What would be different in your life? Now, there may be some things that you do that you enjoy doing. There may be some people that you hang around that you enjoy hanging around. But that's not the question. The question is, what if you stripped your life down to the bare bones, the essentials, giving your time, your energy, and your resources to the most necessary components of you achieving your full potential? And if you're still kind of trying to figure out what does that look like, I am not going to leave you hanging. So I want to share with you 3 steps that you can take that will help you maximize your bare bones experience. So the first step is you want to clearly identify what your full potential looks like. Now, I want you to think about what I just asked you to do. We will say that we want to achieve big things, that we want to maximize our potential, that we want to play full out. Well, I want to make sure that you have a very clear picture of what that actually means. I want you to be able to literally list it out. What are the tangible results that you will see, have, or experience in life when you have reached your full potential? Now, I know that some of you may be thinking, but I don't think we ever reach our full potential. I think there's always more that we can do, and always more ways that we can serve, and always more ways that we can give. I absolutely agree. But for the sake of this exercise, let's put a marker on what our full potential looks like. What would you be experiencing if you achieved full potential in your business or career? What would it look like if you used your full potential inside of your relationships and around your money and finances? And this is the starting place for getting to our bare bones. This is the starting place, but we need to be clear about what it looks like. And this may be something that you really need to think about. Maybe you need to grab a paper and pen, or grab your journal, or open up the notes in your phone and just start jotting some things down. You know, when I think about the full potential of my career, this is what I see. When I think about the full potential of this marriage, this is what I see. When I think about the full potential when it comes to building wealth and leaving a legacy, this is what I see. And it should be literal, it should be tangible, and it should be measurable. And so the very first step in being able to get to your bare bones so that you can maximize your full potential is to first identify what your full potential is. Now, the second step in this is to decide when you want to actually experience your full potential. So first we decided what is full potential. Now I'm asking you to decide when you want to experience that. And so if you've answered the first question correctly, you have some very tangible, measurable metrics that can help you identify when you have reached your full potential. And now I want you to put a date to it. I want you to decide, this is when I want to reach my full potential as described right now. Because again, I know we're never at our full potential, but just play with me on this one. When will that happen for me? When will I see it in my career, in my relationships, in my finances? And I don't want you to overthink this, because this exercise is fluid. This exercise is a living, breathing process. But I do want you to go ahead and put some dates around when you see yourself reaching that maximum potential. And now that you have that, we get to ask ourselves the next question, which is step 3 in this process, which is, what do you need to eliminate from your life so that all you are left with is giving your time, your energy, and your resources to achieve what you've just identified as your full potential? What is it that you need to eliminate from your life so that you can strip down to the bare bones of the resources, the energy, and the time that you now can give to achieving your full potential? Now, I would hope that inside of your full potential, there is opportunities for hobbies and joy and fun. This is not about setting up a life that is work, 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 work. Go, 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 go. No, inside of your full potential, should be holistic success. And so when I talk about what do you need to eliminate, this isn't about eliminating all things that aren't focused on work. This is about eliminating all things that don't contribute to your holistic success and your holistic approach to maximizing your full potential. And when I say eliminate, I want to be clear about that as well. Going back to my definitions, eliminate means to completely remove, to get rid of. It does not mean to kind of, sort of, sometimes in a kind of, sort of, certain way, not always give it time and energy. Sometimes. No, this means that you are completely separating yourself from this thing or maybe this person that is not an essential component of you maximizing your full potential. This is about removing those things that aren't necessary to help you get where you want to be with what you've just identified around your career and your business and your health and your finances. And so this is serious business. And I say it's serious business because if you have some goals that you've been working on for a while, if you have some things that you want to accomplish in your life and they've been lingering, then as I talked about in the episode, The Tipping Point, you are in crisis mode. And by the way, if you have not listened to that episode, The Tipping Point, it is a must listen to. Not only do I recap the 5 biggest teachings I gave at the Radical Intensive, but there were some very practical steps to take to shift your mindset and to shift what you think and believe so that you can go forth and do the things that you're destined to do. And so I say that you are in crisis because we don't have time to waste. We don't have 1 minute to spare that is not given to the potential, the dreams, the goals, and the visions that we have for ourselves. And so we really need to stop playing games. And we really need to stop playing games with ourselves. Playing games with ourselves means doing things that we don't really want to do, but we do them because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or it's expected of us. Playing games means we procrastinate and we put off doing things that are necessary to get us where we want to be because we haven't been able to manage the fear and the overwhelm that we may be dealing with. Playing games means that we allow other people to take up our time, to take up our energy, to drain our resources, when we really should be using that time, energy, and resources for ourselves. And so I really want you to think about, what does bare bones living look like for you? You definitely want to go back to when you said, what does your full potential look like? And break down every one of those categories. When you talk about your money, maybe the essential components includes, I need to stop spending money I don't have. I need to stop overspending. I need to stop buying things just for show. I need to stop loaning money to people who don't manage their own money well and then expect me to bail them out. Are those some things that you need to eliminate so that you can get to the bare bones of building wealth and managing your money the way you want to? What about when it comes to your health? If you were to strip down to the minimum, what would you need to eliminate so that you could have the full potential of the health and wellness that you want? Do you need to eliminate eating fast food? Do you need to eliminate eating certain foods? Have you had experts, such as a doctor or a nutritionist or a personal trainer, already tell you where you need to eliminate certain things, certain habits from your daily diet or from the way that you exercise? Now is the time to do that. The bare bones means giving your time and energy to eating the right foods, to moving your body the right way, and eliminating those things that do not serve you. And so these are just a few examples of what it means to break your full potential goals down to the bare bones. Because if you want to maximize, you must first minimize. I hope that this podcast has really given you some food for thought. I really hope that it has helped you see how you can clear the clutter in your life, clear the clutter in your mind by reducing what you do, where you spend your time, where you spend your energy and resources to the bare bones. If this has resonated with you, if it struck a chord with you, if you've gotten a big aha or a great takeaway from this episode, please, please, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment right below. Let me know, what is your biggest takeaway? What's your biggest aha from this session? And how will you apply what we've been talking about into your own life? Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to hearing your comments on this episode. I also look forward to having you become a part of our Radical Success Inner Circle. I'm telling you, this monthly membership will serve you so well as you look for the right tools and strategies and insights to accelerate success in every area of your life. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you on the next episode. And until then, stay radical.
Thanks for listening to the Radical Success Podcast. We would love to hear from you. Be sure to head over to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Until next time, stay radical.